Alrighty, I am back, and welcome back, YouTube, or should I just say welcome to the next installment of this never-ending Professor Oak challenge that I'm doing. Yeah, I brought the recording back in with me as I got back from my break. The reason we're on the BRB screen is because this isn't the first part of the stream, this is actually the second part. I was finishing up a full item rando. So yeah, I've already been live for over an hour and a half at this point. And it's time to move on to the next part as I switch over my display to the right input. I do just want to mention, for any Americans who might not be subscribed at this moment in time, or maybe if you are subscribed, you want to switch things up. Tonight is the last night that you will be able to buy, as far as I'm aware at least, unless something's changed. Last night you'll be able to buy a That almost came out right, and then I just stopped because it wasn't quite right enough. Last night you'll be able to buy a subscription, a tier 1 subscription for $5. So, yeah, I hadn't mentioned that earlier in the stream, but, you know, buy a 6-month sub right now, whether to me or other channels. You'll get 6 months for like $25, and you'll have that price locked in until your next renewal, when it will probably go up. I doubt the US gets grandfathered pricing, because why would we? But anyway, point is, that's an option. And now, let's switch back to this. It's actually the first time I've been on this scene tonight. Loaded up the game. As I said earlier at the start of the stream, I haven't done anything in the time since last week. SGDQ is going on, GTA stuffs, other things. Just never got around to it, plus I haven't been feeling it as of late. Which is why I'm honestly kind of fine to do the full item rando as long as I did. Jesus Christ, these Joy-Cons. Anybody got $100 so I can just replace these fucking things already? Because like at that point, should be able to afford it. Might not be good for future expenses, but good enough for the moment. Wow, it actually stayed still for over 5 seconds. Amazing. Icons are just horrible. Let me turn my volume up so I can hear it a little bit better. Yep. Just keep drifting, please. Everything. You know, I have a really simple solution to solving my financial woes. It's not a good solution, but it would technically work. Just sell my car. Find the right buyer, I can get a fair amount for it. It's a 6-speed after all. Somebody will want that. Probably get at least 10 grand for it. If not more. No longer have to pay for the car or anything relating to it. Easy. You know, puts money in my pocket and cuts expenses all at the same time. Except I live in the US, so, how do I do anything? The one issue with that plan. Anyway. I'm just running my usual route, checking for shinies and Pokemon of interest and such. Passed by the Heracross just before. Going up here, listening for shiny jingles from the Pokemon above. Unlikely as it is. No shinies anywhere around. Don't expect them. You never know. Of course, there's no shinies. That doesn't mean that there's no chances, although there's almost certainly no chances. I just need to catch 3. That's it. And of course, there's none around. I look away for 2 seconds and it drifts up the hill. No shiny Combi. Someday I'll get a shiny Combi. I need to, after all. Oh, I guess that's something else I should mention. As part of that special deal I put together on Monday to get things completed, at the expense of losing out on money potentially by lowering it so much, there was also an incentive added, a one-time tip or incentive or sentive? The fuck is that? Where basically no satchels. Basically, well, let me put it this way. Callie decided to be kind, but also not kind, in helping out and making me catch 9 more shiny Bidoof. And a shiny Alpha that isn't Heracross. So I definitely want to be keeping an eye out for shiny Bidoof. As a result. Ultimately self-inflicted, because I'm the one who determines the goals and incentives and whatnot, but yeah, there's more things to do before I can move on to the next area. Don't care about over there. In fact, I don't really care about anything around here. Through here to look for the shiny monkey that doesn't exist, because again, that's something else I need to find. Thanks, Evil. And then finally just go up over here to get the Gyarados. I think what I'll probably do initially once I'm done with this first loop is do a bit of move usage on a Pokemon, maybe one of the evolutions, just to get it out of the way. And then maybe do some not soft resetting, but some area reloading to end the stream. Come on. This route isn't that difficult. Specifically stop running there so I don't launch myself down the hill and skip across everything that can happen sometimes. Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna have to come back down, is all. There is a Gyarados there, which is good. It's nowhere near close enough. Gyarados, I need you to come this way and not fall asleep. Jesus Christ, controller, please! Magikarp, you come over here too. I need the Gyarados to come more this way. Not that way. That Magikarp may become very important in getting this Gyarados, if it ever comes over here. How you doing? This Gyarados got almost as far away as it possibly could. Yeah, the Magikarp's just going to keep making noise now. Please come more this way. A lot more this way. And I can throw one, but it's not going to be close enough. Yeah, nowhere near close enough. Yeah, I know, you. And then it goes over to the berry instead. And then it'll slowly come back. Gyarados, can you not be such a pain in the ass? Yes, this way. More this way, please. Directly the way you're facing now. More. Or don't. Still not close enough. Damn you, Gyarados, being so picky. Okay, I've actually got it in range now. Hey, look at me. Look at me, Gyarados. Damn. Alright, let's get you out of the battle. And then Magikarp. Need a defeat as well. Ah, boy, that took long enough. Alright, I'm holding B even though it doesn't really do anything in this game. How do I play this game again? Just remembered that I never actually did anything with this shiny. This was from last week, don't forget. Tiny Wurmple. Weighs 9.5 pounds, Jesus. That's all of them. All the ones I've caught thus far, and remember, this shiny horse is not this shiny horse. That was a genuine shiny. Alright, I guess Espeon works fine. Very level 30, which is nice. But hopefully have the moves it needs. Overshot by 1 tick of the scroll wheel. For where I wanted to end up. Not bad. So you need to know Baby Doll Eyes. You need to know Psychic. And then, I mean, it's lower power, so I'll go with that. "15 Baby Doll Eyes, 40 Psychics, 70 Agile style moves." Time to go beat up a bunch of Pokemon. Oh, of course it gets foggy as soon as I start doing this. Why wouldn't it? Now that I've done that, I'm gonna go back and heal so that I can have all the baby doll eye PP that I need. Because I was at 10 out of 20 instead of 20 out of 20, because move replacement works like that. Isn't it wonderful? How many times am I gonna miss moves because of the fog? Oh. Well, that's fine. Nice try, but no. That throws off the PP usage. Just you, huh? Anybody respawned yet? You did. Probably want to avoid the Drifloon at this point, considering normal type attacks as well as psychic type. Well, just psychic in general. Not really great. Are you fucking kidding me? That's twice now, game. Cut it out. That's fucking bullshit. Oh, there's a Shinx all the way down here. Oh, I've actually been racking up a number of agile style moves, haven't I? That's 8 total now? Well, there's another baby doll eyes. Yeah, you would. That should be 9 out of 10 agile. Not that the game's gonna tell me. How is that not a backstrike? Bastard. Give me a break! game. Ah, that was one off. Guess I should just check to be sure. Yeah, it was one baby doll eyes off, that's why. Explains it. Pokemon. Go all the way down here to check all the Bidoof spawns. Well, there is one up here. Ten out of 15. Was it not foggy anymore? Nice. Just noticed that. I'm gonna go and heal since I'm right here. Don't need too many more baby doll eyes. Still got a long way to go on both psychic and agile style moves, unfortunately, so I'll be doing this for a while. But such is, you know, this part of the game. Just think, though, it's taken me this long to get this far, and I still got a ways to go in Area 1. Partially because of the shinies. And I've still got most of the game to go. I'm not here for you, fuck off. Thank you. Where are you running off to? "25 out of 70 agile style moves, but only 5 out of 40 psychics." Probably start working on them at some point. Eevee disappeared and turned into a Bidoof. Well, Eevee disappeared a long time ago. Never mind that. Do this. That's baby doll eyes. Well, not really what I intended to do, but it works. I'm done with baby doll eyes. Not that the game's gonna tell you. The camera detached from the Bidoof twice, despite holding the button. I might as well still use baby doll eyes while I've got the PP for it, because it's a free agile style move, essentially. And then agile style quick attack, which won't kill it unless it crits. And then psychic. Really not a lot more to this. And really, I should have done this last week, and Umbreon would be this week, and then Sylveon would be next week, or something like that. But, like I said, just distracted with other things, by other things. I didn't play much of this game in the last 2 weeks. Outside of the stream, especially. There was also the 7-star Terra Raid in Violet this past weekend. Technically the last 2 weekends, but I tend to do it the second weekend so that people can figure out strategies and I can just quickly go and look them up and figure out which is the one I want to go with. So, that said, the most recent one was basically just Annihilate again, which was nice. I threw it through Bidoof, so it hit the ground. It is nice that Annihilate is still relevant for Terra Raids. Because you'd think at this point that they would try and implement strategies that could block something that was so dominant in the earlier raids. And maybe they did, but it wasn't enough, obviously. Hopefully it'll also be good for some of the next couple of new 7-star Terra Raids. Obviously the next one is the Surfing Pikachu coming back, which whoop-de-doo. It's a repeat, doesn't matter. Good for those who missed out on it the first time, but I didn't. So. Every 7-star Terra Raid I've gotten to date. Including Mewtwo. Mewtwo is still sitting in that box with its Chesto Berry intact. Shoutouts to Theoretically for helping with that. I tried soloing it. It was possible, and I tried. But I just got screwed by RNG each time, and I finally said enough's enough. That stream is on YouTube somewhere. I don't think I made a proper video of it, or did I? I might have. I think I did, actually. Either way, I tried soloing it, but just got fed up with RNG screwing me every single time. Also, that was a horse in rain. So yeah, I mean, got it done with a little bit of help. To duo it is still good. You know, considering how difficult of a raid that Mewtwo was. To duo it is still really good, and it still took a couple of tries, but we got there in the end. A completely unrelated note, since it just popped into my head, and there wasn't really much more to say about the Mewtwo raid anyway, or any Terra raid for that matter. You know what game's been on my mind again as of today? Good old Derail Valley. Never played it. Don't own it. But one I'd like to play. Someday, when I actually have enough money to afford to be able to, you know, do shit. Just anything, for that matter. Not right now. Is this gonna one-shot? Hopefully it doesn't. Cool. I would totally play Derail Valley on stream as well, but I don't want people gifting me games at this point in time because, you know, if you're gonna spend money on me, just give it to me directly, please. I need it much more for other things than for games. That's part of why you don't see any real variety on my stream anymore, because I'm just trying to make do with what I've already got. As I try and dig myself out of this hole unsuccessfully time and time again. But I posted about that in Discord a couple of weeks ago, so no need to reiterate on it any further. There's a number of games I'd like to play, but like I said, just not in the cards at the moment. Where is the next? There was one further up. I'll go back for that one. That's further up the hill. Appreciate when you actually survive the moves, survive the attacks there. Almost halfway on Psychics, though. Yeah, didn't even see you the first time. As of the end of this battle, I will be 48 Agile style moves and hopefully 18 Psychics. Out of 70 and 40 respectively. Also, fuck you game with the fog again. The second time while I've been dealing with Espeon. That is such bullshit. Fucking game. I really hope the new Legends game is as good as this, if not better. So I can move on from some of the bullshit that is in this fucking game. Granted, that's not to say that they won't implement fog into the next Legends game. But was there fog in Gen 9? Oh, Scarlet Violet? I can't actually remember if fog was properly implemented or not. I guess there's a really easy way to check. Well, I don't know. Defog has other purposes, I guess. So checking to see if defog's in the game wouldn't necessarily be a good way to check. Grass is twitching, don't mind that. I'm gonna finish with Agile Style long before I finish with Psychic. This is a side note. If I can land the bloody attacks. Out of 40. And 52 out of 70. Okay. I also hope that the next game, ZA or Z-A or Z-A or whatever you want to call it, the next Legends game, I hope that it has similarly good shiny odds. Because honestly, it's nice to just occasionally load up this game and do some shiny hunting. See my hour-long plus video from earlier this year that was uploaded on April 1st. Funnily enough, but it's not because it was a joke. It was a serious video. Basically 90 days straight of shiny hunting. Not actually, but close to it. Nothing else up here anymore? No. Oh, of course I land on the one that's facing this way. And I think I forgot to update the spreadsheet. i.e. I'm out of sync with it now. Yep. Missed a battle. I do wonder when we're going to hear news on that game next. If it's not going to come out until the fall, then we probably won't hear anything again. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear anything again until Pokemon Day next year. But if it's going to come out in the early part of the year, then it's got to come soon. Fuck you, game. Like sometime in the next month, probably month and a half. But I would honestly suspect that it's gonna be a fall release, like a traditional mainline series game. What am I doing? You should survive a tackle. Nice crit. Can survive a critical tackle. Okay. Ten more agile style moves, 16 more psychics. That gives me a buffer of 4 psychics to miss before it gets to be an issue. Actually, you know what? Well, I'm still vaguely in the area. Go visit these Bidoof. They're Bidoof. Gonna run away? Of course, I guess just to mention as well, since I was talking about it, in regards to the new Pokemon game, I don't care to speculate at all because all we know is that it's gonna be a Gen 6 based Legends game and that it seems to be primarily set in Lumoy's City. Hopefully not entirely, but primarily, certainly. So, yeah, there's nothing really to talk about. Megas will be returning. Certain Pokemon are pretty much already confirmed, because why would they include them in that trailer? But beyond that, like the features of the story of the game, there's nothing to go off of beyond a tiny little sliver of information. I don't care to speculate. I'll just wait and see whenever they get around to releasing more info. And you know, just going back to the release date, I'm genuinely hoping for a fall release date. Like, it's not even just I wouldn't mind it. I want them to push it back that far. Don't think I need to say how much the more recent games, how much more time the more recent games could use in the development stages. I think we all know just how badly they needed it. Especially Scarlet Violet. My god, the performance at times. Lag Tree Thicket, anyone? Does anybody actually still call it Tag Tree Thicket? Because why would you? So yeah, give it more time. That's 27? What? Oh, I missed one again. Gonna run? Not really what I wanted to do, but I messed up the inputs there. Well, it did run. Eventually. So yeah, the more time that they can spend working on that game while they no doubt simultaneously work on Gen 10, the better. Because the more time they have to work out all the little issues with the game and just add more to it, hopefully maybe, the better it'll probably be. Probably. Banking on the fact that more time and it being a Legends game will make it a better product in the end. But we won't know for a fact whether or not that's the case until it releases. Although hopefully this time, if they do put out further trailers, they don't put out anything with like 3 FPS Pokemon. Because a lot of people don't seem to understand that alpha builds are not going to be super optimized or, you know, might have the right animations that would... the animations you'd expect to have in the actual game. And so, you know, oh my god, that Pokemon is, like, animated at like 3 FPS. This game's going to be shit. Also, that's 70. The game didn't say it, but that's 70. So, yeah, like I said, so many people don't seem to recognize that that one trailer of Legends Arceus was a goddamn alpha build where, yeah, of course they're floating at like 3 or 5 FPS. That's what happens when you deal with early builds of the game. So hopefully they avoid doing that with this upcoming Legends game. Can avoid a repeat of that nonsense. It honestly is kind of surprising they actually let that go with a trailer, let that actually go out to the public because of that exact thing. I don't know, maybe did the Japanese fans not tear him a new one, or at least try to, for doing that? Because I think that's primarily who they tend to listen to, is the Japanese fan base. Which makes sense, Japanese company, you know. Joy-Con drift, it's a wonderful thing. There's a Bidoof there. Could be a Bidoof over here. And that wasn't a backstrike when it literally hit it in the back. I don't know how neither of them saw me there. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, 6 more Psychics. And Espeon will be perfected. Of course, the weather hasn't changed a lot recently, so not a lot of the spawns are respawning because a lot of these spawns are just Drifloon. Ponyta will do, though. I'm just using Psychic. Anything. No. There was a Bidoof over here, though. Yeah, like I said, probably when I wrap this up, this Espeon's moveset usage up, that is. Perfect its Dex entry and stuff. Throat, please. Most likely I'll just move on to area resets for a little bit. And then eventually wrap up the stream. Could do with a weather change right about now, though. Thank you for not running away. 3 more Psychics. Wurmple will do. I just need to find another one. Or 2. Where did you go? That way? No? That way? Over here? I don't know if it's the same one, but there is one right here. And that wasn't a backstrike somehow. Yeah, just ignore the bot. Doing things a little bit differently tonight because of the full item random. There we go. 40 out of 40. That is the entire dex entry complete. Here. No satchels still. Makes sense, I haven't played for 3 hours yet. Actually, did I play the game at some point over the weekend? I might have, or like late last week, but not much progress was made. I don't remember. There were no shinies, that's for sure. Because there's nothing more over there, and then there's nothing more over there. That's where the shinies would be. Alright, well, let's switch to just reloading the area. Yay! You know, I got an emote for this. Doesn't look the best, because it's kind of hard to replicate, but it's an emote. And yes, it is slightly different from the actual one, so it shouldn't necessarily be an issue, but you never know with Nintendo and their things. Also, 36.3. Alright, so idea now is just run around, check spawns, and see what's what. Also, I'm gonna go over here and check Bidoof. Or, you know, not Bidoof. That's also a valid option. It's literally all Drifloon, they're about to disappear. The Starly tell me that it's now daytime, and so the Bidoof are actually around. Just do a quick run back around and see what's what. In case you missed it, I said this earlier, but thanks to the incentives being met and whatnot, it means that there are now 9 shiny Bidoof that I have to catch. 9 more than I already have. It doesn't have to be done ASAP. Just, you know, eventually. But 9 Bidoof. More than I already have. Because I already have 8. By the end of this challenge, I will have more shiny Bidoof caught in this game across multiple saves than any other shiny. Hopefully. Let's not repeat it with other Pokemon. That is not a pink Heracross. One of these times, surely, something up top is going to be shiny and you're going to hear the jingle. It's going to happen eventually. With how much I'm going to have to soft reset for Cherubi and Heracross. That is a Chansey. I thought I saw pink. Okay. Oh, I'm up to 14 out of 15. I thought I was still 13 or 12. Yeah, I thought it was still 12 instead of 13. Alright. Why did you not turn around at all? You do not get to run away from me. I've been done with you ages ago. Don't you dare. There we go. Chansey perfected. Means I can stop running up here constantly. Yeah, because I'm all done with Machoke and Machop and Blissey. So the only time I need to come up here anymore is 1, if I hear a shiny jingle, or 2, if I need to beat up Blissey. How are you not climbing this slope? That is not that steep of a slope. You've climbed up steeper. Give me a break. What the hell? They specifically made it so you can't climb up this? Like, really? Fine. Be that way. You know, it's kind of a shame that you can't bulk gift multi-month subs. Not that anybody would be likely to do it on my channel. Hey, a thing. Sure, why not? But still. You can bulk gift subs, or you can gift a multi-month sub. You can't bulk gift multi-month subs. Don't really understand why, honestly. And yes, I need to defeat Cherubi. I've already caught 10 of them, so I need to defeat, well, at this point, 3 more. But really though, why only 1 multi-month sub at a time? Why do you not want money, Twitch? Because you get less money out of multi-month subs? Is that why? I wouldn't be surprised if that's why, honestly. It's the only logical reason I can think of, unless there's something in the back end that they just never bothered to implement properly. By the way, speaking of money, if anybody wants to give me a whole lot of money for next month, the on-screen celebration power-up is a good way to waste it. Waste your money, that is. For context, I have it set to the equivalent of $100 US. Why? Because it's pointless. So don't use it. Although, if anybody wants to, like, gigantify an emote or such, I'm not against it. If you have 50 bits you want to waste, It really is a waste of bits, honestly. But it will let me see if my implementation into the bot will actually pick it up or not. Because I'm not entirely sure. I tested it, but I don't know whether or not genuine uses of it actually include bit usage in the message, or if it's just a message ID. I'm talking about from an IRC perspective, because that's what I care about here. Double Gyarados spawn? Now that's rare. How the hell am I gonna do this, though? Hey, Gyaradoses. No, no, no. Okay, I can recover from that. Come over here. Come on. I want to get it closer. Come on, Gyarados. Be an ass. Okay. I want it to be close enough so that I can actually get into a battle with it. Unfortunately, there being two means that I can't lure one in with a magic card. So now we have to sit around hoping the other one gets close enough. Again, trying to lure it close enough. Although it might naturally come to shore by itself. Hi, Gyarados. How you doing? That's the closest I think I've ever gotten one to shore. By the way. Hi, Gyarados. That's the loop complete. That is not the number of inputs I tried to do. Stupid game. Also, I've got over 600 berries at this point. Jesus. That's a lot of berries. Probably got that high when I was doing all the, Burmy. 36,330. Yep. Checks out. And now we return to the village and rinse and repeat. Also, I can go into here and mark off Chansey as being complete. Because it is. You. You would. Forgot to... Eevee! Forgot to check the Bidoof back over here. Of course, while I'm doing this, I don't want to find another shiny. Especially if it's one I don't have. Eevee! Why are you not white? Again, please don't take that out of context. It's shiny as white. And I need a shiny for the challenge incentive, however you want to look at it. We should have the best odds possible at this point on Heracross. It's not perfect, but I need to see them jump out of trees, and that won't happen for a while. So it's already research level 10. There's very few Pokemon that aren't research level 10, and they're pretty much Pokemon I haven't started on at all yet. Golem, Infernape. Anything else? Well, besides the Pokemon that just aren't available at all to me at the moment, obviously. Vespiquen, I think, might be research level 10? I don't know, it doesn't matter. What's up, Kiosk? Unfortunately for you, you're tuning in right towards the end of the stream. Only like another 10-15 minutes, probably. There's still a little bit for you to watch. Yeah, I mean, this is when I've been ending the streams typically on Wednesday nights while doing Legends, and even though I played half an hour less of Legends tonight, or will have played half an hour less, that's fine by me. Like I said earlier, not really been feeling it as much, which is why the break with the full item Uber rando next week will be nice. And potentially the week after. Who knows? It depends on how long that takes. Because it turns out throwing an item randomizer and a warp randomizer and Pokemon location randomizer as well, as those are, you know, just a whole bunch of randomizers all on top of one another. And then doing a catch-em-all with that. Yeah, it turns out that's not going to take a small amount of time, especially for somebody like me who tends to... You piece of shit. Play at my own pace. Is that a repeat? I hope that's a repeat. There's my shiny for the stream. Which means I won't get another one. Including the one that I actually need. Fucking Paris. Yeah, I think I've gotten a shiny Paris before, so Bidoof Claws would come into effect. I have to double check though. I'll do that when I get back to camp. Just as long as I don't see this stupid alpha be yellow ever again, I'll be happy. Of course, it's got perfect shiny odds at this point for, you know, being just a regular spawn. And I keep passing by it on my way to check for Gyarados here. The sun does not help spot things there. Yep. Dupe's Claws is in effect. Stupid Paris. 12 pounds. Jesus. Yeah, there would be an Ultra Ball in there. Yeah, the only Pokemon I caught was a shiny, and it was a shiny Paris of all goddamn things. Alright, well there's enough time for at least one more outing. Eventually two. Might do two, depending on if I get a Gyarados or an Outbreak. Not an Outbreak. If I get an Outbreak on the second try, I'll probably save it for the next time I play this. Just because that might take a while. Unless it's an Infernape Outbreak or something, which... Or, you know, Chimchar, whatever. Monferno? Whichever. If it's an Outbreak that spawns on Romanus Island, that's an Eevee. Once again, doing the silly route around here because I forgot to check the Bidoof over here, and they're about to be replaced anyway by Drifloon. They already have been. Eevee, why are you not shiny? Damn you. Is Rapidash perfected? I don't think so. Yeah, thank you. You're very helpful. You're very helpful. Actually, it kind of is, because I went too far up. Yes, it is perfected, so that alpha could also end up being shiny at any point. 1 in 1024, roughly. Anything with a perfected dex entry is 1 in 1024. Anything like Heracross is 1 in 2048. And I don't think that there's actually any spawns in the overworld that are 1 in 4096. In Area 1, at least. Well, outside of Romanus Island. Because there's Apom and Infernape spawns there, and they're not perfected. Actually, is Monferno? They're not even close to being perfected. They haven't been started at all. I think I've got Research level 10 on Monferno. Yeah, because I think I just have the moves to do, so... And maybe a couple of evolutions, but that's tied to getting Infernape, so whoop-de-doo. So yeah, if you ignore Romanus Island, I think every spawn in Area 1, in the Obsidian Fieldlands, at this point, has at least a 1 in 2048 shiny chance currently. If not a 1 in 1024 shiny chance, and if there's ever a massive, well, no, a mass outbreak that occurs, then that will change the odds again, be even lower. That said, have I actually gotten a shiny from an outbreak? Not recently, if at all. I don't see shaking down there. Nope. And if you're wondering why, as a side note, like, you could be so much more efficient. You just go straight to the Heracross, fly to Grand Tree Arena, check these trees, fly to the center, check for that, fly back to the check for the Chimchar, that is. Fly back to the main, and then go over to Gyarados. I wouldn't have found that shiny Paris if I had just done that. Jesus Christ. Can I take my hands off the controller for more than 2 seconds and not have the damn Joy-Cons act up? Seriously. 2 shaking trees right near each other. Part of the fun of this game is just being able to explore and see what pops up. Granted, I already know where most things spawn. There is a monkey, but it's not shiny. Chimchar is going to be a real jerk to find. It's got best odds currently. I've already perfected it, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep. But it's a rare spawn, so you don't see it too often, which means that while it's 1 in 1024, you're lucky to even get a chance at it half the time. Yeah, if I don't get a Gyarados here, I think I will just go for one more trip around. Give me a break. Alright, so we're not getting another trip, basically. Here, Magikarp, you come this way as well. Hey, Predominant. No, you don't want to cooperate, do you? Magikarp, what are you doing? Gyarados, this over here. Over here. Bastard. And Magikarp's gonna go investigate the berry, and as it gets there, the berry disappears. Oh, this is why I put off doing Gyarados for so long, because it's just annoying. Because this is basically how you get Gyarados. You just have to hope that it gets close enough that you can actually lure it over, and it's going away. It's going away. Coming back, and going away. And then there's this Magikarp that just keeps making noise. Don't worry, Magikarp, you'll have your turn. Can the Gyarados not get further away, please? Yeah, come back this way. Come back this way. Not you. Aren't Professor Oak challenges fun? This commentary is top tier? Hell yeah, I mean, what the hell else am I supposed to talk about right now? It's the end of the stream. This is going to be the last thing that I do. I've already talked about most of the stuff that I felt like talking about. But I'm waiting on this stupid blue fucker to get over here. Which it's not. Honestly, at this point, just fall asleep, would you? Because if it falls asleep, then it's never going to come over here, and I can just say, well, never mind, we're leaving. At least we've got nice music in the background. One good thing about being in the lake area. Although you're not helping. You have a fish burping at you. Yeah, I would just knock Magikarp out, because I do need to still murder Magikarp a bit. The problem is, Gyarados is so far away that it's gone like 3 FPS mode. Okay. The problem is that Gyarados doesn't always come close enough to where I can actually battle it, even if it does aggro on me. So I can use the Magikarp to enter battle. Yes, you. If the Gyarados gets close enough to aggro but won't approach and will lose aggro, I can, while it's aggroed on me, I can just throw my Pokemon at the Magikarp, enter battle with the Magikarp, and the Gyarados will enter the battle as well. So that's a mechanic that I actually have used. However, certain Gyarados is not cooperating at the moment, and so we just kind of have to sit here and wait and hope that it gets closer. You know, while we're waiting, I guess I could talk about what I'm going to be doing this time next week, most likely instead. Don't turn away again. Also, half the time, Gyarados just doesn't care about anything you throw at it. You know, because of... Where is it? There it is. You can't see anything, but don't worry, you're not missing out. Because of all the goals that were hit and such, I'm doing that full item Uber Rando catch 'em all thing next week, starting Monday at the usual time, but it will 100% dip into Wednesday, and honestly, I could use a small break from this game anyway, doing this challenge. So, that's going to be next week. That's full item Uber Rando catch 'em all. What do I mean by that? First off, the Pokemon's stats and everything are going to be randomized about it, so not just the move sets, but also the stats, you know, the actual DV, not the base stats, what the DVs actually affect, which can be wild. Where you find them will be random. That's still too far away. Like, basically, if it can be randomized, that's close enough. I can work with this. If it can be randomized, it's going to be randomized. Magikarp, you're not supposed to go over there with him. Her. It's a her. Hold on. And this is what I meant by pulling in the Gyarados with the Magikarp. The tail is the whiskers. You can't really see them right now. There you go. You can see how they're white. If it was a male Gyarados, they would have been blue. Same thing with Magikarp. If it's white whiskers on Magikarp, it's a female. If it's gold, like this one is, it's male. Invisible to you, got it. Yeah. At least it's not like a Bidoof or a Starly or, you know, something else where it's very difficult to tell even for somebody experienced. Yes, I did mean to feint it. 7 Magikarp and 10 Gyarados out of 25 murdered with electric type moves. Also, I can just do this. That's fine. But yeah, so everything about the Pokemon's going to be randomized. There's going to be a warp randomizer applied to it, because, you know, why not? There's going to be a full item randomizer applied to it, so all the items, including the key items, are going to be randomized to various locations, and it's all going to be cranked up to a very annoying level of difficulty. There's going to be a lot of backtracking involved, a lot of obnoxious item locations, and I've just got to catch all the Pokemon on top of that. And I do mean catch. No catch and evolve nonsense. Stop it. Oh my god, these Joy-Cons. Somebody got $100? Fucking fix these things before the next time I play this game. Was there anything to care about? No, right? I didn't find another shiny. So, yeah, the full item Uber Rando catch 'em all. Uber because literally everything is being randomized at that point. It's gonna be a time. It is going to be one hell of a time. And it's starting next week. And the character takes their shoes off in midair. If you roll over the, thing, bastard turned, whatever, don't care. 85.5 hours. 85.5 hours, and I'm still in Area 1. Well, could be worse. At least I'm relatively close. 36,000 points out of, what? A little under 30 or 42,000 needed to progress. Which, yeah, okay, that's not the smallest gap, but one step at a time. Like I said, my interest in playing this game has been waning a bit as of late, so a small break will do me a lot of good for this. It might not be until 2025 that I get to Area 2, but hey, it's a long-term project. Especially because, you know, there's that pesky game called Satisfactory, was it? Something like that. That's hitting 1.0 in September. Yeah, that's going to be a massive time sink. Anyway, next stream. Yes. Unless there's a last second change, last minute change. It will be happening. That it probably wasn't going to happen based on recent history, but hey, what do you know? It's actually going to happen, and with EJ, no less. So, that's exciting. And then, of course, GTA will be Saturday night. In regards to the GTA random races, in case anybody's wondering, they're not coming back. If you want random races, either go race on Project Homecoming or somebody help me gather a group to set up a community 5M server for EJ's community so that we can actually do random races. I don't have a good script, but I do have a script. So, you know, like, that's our options. We don't get them in vanilla unless Cockstar does a 180, which ain't gonna happen, let's be real. Anyway, FNR on Friday night. And, yeah, let's make this outro quick. I gotta pee. So, I'm gonna run some ads on the way out, as I usually do. If you don't want to stick around for them, that's fine. You're not gonna miss anything. It's always appreciated you stick around, though, especially if you're a subscriber. Subscribers shouldn't see ads. Emphasis on shouldn't. That's how I have it set, at least. But you know how Twitch can be. And, yeah. Stick around for the ads, or don't. Simple as that. Also, because I'm gonna pee, if anybody wants to drop money on the stream while I'm gone, you can have your notification show up tonight, and possibly the next stream, where I'll actually thank you for it or something, because I won't be around before the end of the stream. I'm not coming back to my room before then. Anyway, that all being said, that's good. If you really want to help out, then it's appreciated, but I don't actually expect anybody to do that. Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. For fuck's sake, just speak English properly for once, would you? Later.